Hi, Lana here from 95.3 Fresh Radio in Hamilton. Welcome to the very first episode of Lana Loves Hamont. We're at Relay Coffee on Concession Street.
It's first thing in the morning.
It is
just
first.
having my coffee.
We are just finishing our first cup of coffee. Where did you come up with the idea to open up a coffee shop?
So 7 years ago, my wife and I opened a roasting company, Red Hill Coffee Trade, and so we were roasting for restaurants and cafes in Hamilton. And for roasting with one of my clients on Concession Street who kept asking me, when am I going to open a cafe on Concession? When am I going to open a cafe on Concession? And then finally the opportunity arose. We saw this place and we're like, you know what? We need to open up our cafe on Concession. And so we've been here for about 3 years, and we're caffeinating Concession Street with the best lattes, best coffee here on the mountain.
And you guys roast your own coffee as well?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why people notice the difference than when they go to other places, is because we roast on Wednesdays, coffee is here on Thursday. And so there isn't any time for the coffee to really get stale, so you really get to know the flavors or experience the flavors of our coffee.
It's great, and you can tell from the first sip, I'm like, this is a good cup of coffee. Like these are really good beans. Yeah, no, they're great. So, when you first walk into Relay Coffee, what is something that one person can expect as soon as they walk in the door?
A smile, absolutely. We have the most friendliest and best baristas in Hamilton. Well, I may be biased, but
that's okay.
But
that's allowed.
We're constantly being told or getting the feedback that people really love to come in and visit with our baristas over their cup of coffee and stuff like that. So the best thing is just a warm atmosphere, and then you get an awesome beverage on top of that.
Thank you so much for joining me, Jason, and thank you for letting us come in and experience your coffee shop. And now I'm gonna go over to the barista station and try and
work with Sierra.
Work with Sierra and try and make myself a cappuccino. Let's see if I still have the magic touch. What's your favorite thing about being a barista here at Relay?
I love the people. I was actually new to coffee when I got the job. I was a heavy tea drinker. So the coffee is great. It's probably a good way to introduce someone to coffee, is just make them a barista.
I love
Forced
that
to drink all the things.
Went to the other side. Not to say I don't like tea, but coffee, oh, so good. And when it's good coffee, it really is an experience.
So when I started drinking coffee, they're like, drink it black, which to never have really had a lot of coffee before, it's a big step, but I drink it black now, all coffee. Because it's
You're
just
hardcore.
what I was told. Yeah, I just went straight into it. I just dived right in.
Nice.
So I'm new to coffee, but I love the people. I love that there are customers who come in asking for me if I haven't been here for a while, or they're happy to sit and talk about their day, and it's kind of like a second home.
Would you allow me to do the honors of making a cappuccino? I was mentioning earlier that I worked at a coffee shop, and I really love doing the latte art. Not to say that I was the best at it, but I want to see if I can master it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great. So here we go. Oh, that's looking so good. Look at that. Yeah. So Sierra, how did I do for my very first time in a very long time?
You actually didn't do that bad, since it's been a really long time, because you're right, you got the brown right around the outside, which is great. And you knew before even, that's a good sign. Like you already knew that you'd done it wrong just by like looking at it and feeling it in the picture, so that's a good thing.
It's instincts. It's my old Australian manager.
Yeah, there's a part of like in your head that when you do it wrong, you're just like, no, and that's like,
I had that awful feeling inside. I'm like, oh God, I'm doing this wrong. Thank you so much for letting me make a cup of coffee. You're awesome. Come visit Sierra at Relay.
Yeah, so, yeah, like